did great.
And thank you.
You're welcome. And what a wonderful thing that you shared this morning through the text. I love that story. That's so great. And I'm so glad you're both here. So we're going to work on our nervous system today, just because, you know, gosh, we need that with this coronavirus. You know, it's obvious. I don't need to tell you, you know, it's just hard to know what's going to happen next. So it's important, you know, all of Kundalini yoga helps us with our nervous system, but this specific set is designed very specifically for our nervous system. So that reaction of fight or flight, it's going to be more low key. So it is kind of slightly more meditative. There are a lot of parts to it. So we're going to just do the best we can and explore with our breath. Some parts it says it might make us feel a little actually uncomfortable and itchy, but physically I don't think it should be too hard. So we'll go ahead and jump right in. We're going to come sitting in easy pose with a tall straight spine, and we're going to close our eyes and focus up at our third eye point between our eyebrows, sitting tall with the chin slightly in, bringing the heart center forward, and we're going to roll the eyes upward and inward at the third eye point. So just gently bring them there, relaxing the shoulders down and back, and begin to focus on your breath. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose. We're going to take our hands and begin to rub them vigorously. Go ahead and press the palms together, thumbs into the sternum, arms are parallel to the ground, keeping the face relaxed. We'll take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale to the base of the spine, inhale deeply. Visualizing the breath going all the way down. Exhale. And on this next inhale, we'll tune in with Om Namo Gurudev Namo. I bow to the divine teacher inside myself. And no matter what, you know, we have these teachings, Kundalini yoga. We might have other things that we do that we feel connected. But to me, this mantra is about connecting with something even deeper, finding that teacher inside. What does that really mean? And just connecting to that. So we'll chant 3 times. Take a deep breath in to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Sitting tall, suspend the breath gently. Exhale. Inhale deeply. And finding an intention for your practice today, something you want to dedicate your practice to. It can be a skill, it can be something going on with your body that you want to heal, getting to know yourself deeper, being healthy, whatever comes to mind, your family. Exhale. And we'll take our hands now. We're going to begin with a few warm-ups. So we'll start today with spinal flex. We'll take our hands on our shins and we'll just Begin moving the energy a little bit. Inhale forward, exhale back, keeping the chin parallel to the floor. Keep the eyes closed and rolled up to the third eye point. Just moving your energy. So if you have a tight back, just really with the breath, continuing to move. Inhale forward, exhale back. Letting the breath become a little heavy. Good. A little deeper with the breath, more powerful. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, bring the spine straight and tall. Hold the breath, stop the movement, exhale, and relax. We're going to take our arms up to 60 degrees, going into an ego eradicator, bringing the fingers into the palms, thumbs are stretched up, and begin a breath of fire or long deep breathing if that applies to you. Keeping the elbows straight, faces relaxed, eyes are rolled up, and begin. Keep pressing the shoulders back and down, elbows straight. And taking a deep breath in, bring the arms up, the thumb tips touching, open the fingers wide, stretch up. Exhale, release the arms down and relax. We're going to bring the legs out in front of us, separating the feet to a comfortable distance. And we're going to inhale the arms up. Turn to one side very slowly, mindfully. Exhale down, relaxing the back. Inhale up, reach, take your time, and exhale down. Inhale up, turn, exhale down, and just breathing deeply and fully. Beautiful. And notice your flexibility. If you feel a little bit more flexible, if you want to explore bending a little more, but watch your lower back. Take your time and just allow your body to warm up. Move at your own pace. Closing your eyes, inhaling up, exhale down, look more. And let's inhale up slowly, reach the arms up, hold the breath. Exhale, release the arms. We'll come sitting in easy pose and we'll do one more warm up. We're going to take our hands onto our shoulders and do a spinal twist. Inhale left, exhale right. Sitting tall, keep the arms parallel to the ground. Breathing deeply through the nose. Good. Beginning to pick up the pace a little bit. And take a deep breath in, come center. Hold the breath. Exhale slowly and release the arms. And we're going to start now with this very nice set to refresh the nervous system. So we want to come sitting in easy pose or a posture that just where our spine is straight and tall, per usual. And in this first part, we're going to take our left arm straight out. So, of course, the left arm straight out, elbow is straight, and our wrist is going to be at a 90-degree angle. And then the other arm is also going to be out. Also, the palm is at a 90-degree angle, but we're going to make a circle with that right wrist. So just practice now. The fingers are together, and we're going to scoop it inward. And we're going to do long, deep breathing. The eyes are closed and rolled up to the third eye point. So even though the wrist is not that big of a joint, it's complicated, complex. We're moving just very slowly, making a circle to the inside. And go ahead, if you haven't already, go ahead and begin. Now, it's said that this exercise might make you feel a little itchy inside, a little irritable, but that's okay. It's not necessarily going to make us feel great at the moment, but we want to move with great intention, and we're going to try to keep our elbows straight. Circling the fingers inward, almost like we're scooping a little bit. The left wrist stays up. Keeping the spine, we want to keep the spine straight. Pull the chest up as well. The heart center up. Just we want to make sure our posture is very steady. Breathe deeply. Breathe where you need to. So no particular breath. Just let this movement. Beautiful. And you want to make sure that your left hand, the palm, is facing towards you. And that'll make being even more effective. Take your time. Nice and slow. You want to move as if you're grabbing the space with your hand and pulling it in. Move very silently and effectively. Beautiful. Keep the eyes closed and rolled up to the third eye point, but without excessive pressure. So you want to keep your face relaxed. And this is an area we don't usually move. And it's going to, this position is going to create a relationship with your energy field. It's going to affect the thyroid gland and the parathyroid gland. Moving powerfully with intention. We're going to work at keeping those elbows very straight, acknowledging kind of the parts of the body that are really working through the thyroid, parathyroid. Bring that heart center forward. Just a little bit. And you may have to cough in this exercise. Keep circling. Keep the face relaxed. Breathing through the nose. Staying very steady. Almost there. Under a minute. Take breaks if you need to, and then come back to it. Last 30 seconds. Really keep those elbows straight. And take a deep breath in. Stretch the arms, hold. Exhale, release for a moment. That was for 7 minutes, and now we're going to do the opposite side for just 2 minutes. So we're going to bring the arms up, knowing that this is for a shorter time. The right wrist is pointed up with the fingers, the palm facing us. The left arm is out, so it's going to be the opposite of before. And now we're going to scoop our left wrist in a circle going forward. Good. And you can go ahead, if you haven't already, and begin. You're going to remember to sit tall. Eyes are closed, rolled up to the third eye point. Circling in. Face is relaxed. Keep your forehead relaxed. Close your eyes. Careful. You're doing a beautiful job. Wonderful. Noticing where in your body you're experiencing the most pressure. Maybe you feel it in your shoulders, your wrist, your neck. Under 10 seconds to go. Take a deep breath in, stretch the arms. Exhale. Rest. And in this next part, we're going to clap our hands for 2 minutes. But take a moment if you want to grab a sip of water, if you have it, or if you need to stretch. So we're going to just sit tall and just clap for 2 minutes. So one moment. Okay. All right. You guys ready? Okay, cool. And eyes are closed and rolled up. And here we go. And clap. Clap your hand fast. Good. Clap, clap, clap. Move the hands. Clap, 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 clap. Good. No right or wrong, just like you're clapping for a performance, but for a little longer. And just close your eyes, clap, clap, clap. You might start to notice the muscles in your arms, and shoulders, and keep clapping. Take a break if you have to. It's going to be another 30 seconds. Last 10 seconds. Clap, 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 clap. Strong, strong. And big breath, hands in prayer pose. Exhale and relax. We're going to stay in easy pose or whatever position can help us sustain a straight spine. And we're going to bring our arms straight out in front of us. So just parallel to the floor. And then we're going to bring our palms. It's going to be a three-part movement of the wrists. We're going to bend the wrists at 90 degrees. And then we'll bring them flat again. And then we'll bend them down. So up, straight, down, straight. Up, straight, down, straight. Up, straight, down, straight. And go ahead and begin. Close your eyes. No particular breath. If you want to, though, you can inhale up and then exhale, inhale down. Exhale every time you bring your palms parallel to the floor. That'll give it more of a rhythm, but it's not mandatory. And arms are straight out. Up, flat, down, flat. Up, flat, down, flat. And we want to make it very distinctive. So rather than just slapping them up and down, not that you guys are doing that, just make it very distinct, three parts. Keep stretching the arms forward, keeping them parallel to the floor. You have just under 10 seconds to go. Take a deep breath in, bring the hands flat. Exhale. And relax for a moment. Take a sip of water, if you'd like, if you have it. We're going to stay in easy pose. If you want to stretch your legs out, do so. You can do so, of course, at any point. We're going to bring our arms up with the arms, a lot with the arms today. Arms are going to be straight out from the shoulders. Palms are facing forward. And we're going to lean back about as far as we can without falling over and come back up to straight. Lean back, both arms are straight out. Lean back as far as you can without tipping over, and then come back straight. Lean back, and so we're really going to work into that hip joint. You can inhale back, exhale, come forward. Close your eyes, palms are facing forward, fingers are together. Inhale back, exhale forward. And go ahead and begin. Close your eyes. And just lean back. Take your time. It doesn't have to be fast. Kind of explore this movement. Notice your hip joint, kind of like you're rolling back a little bit on your hips. Really feel that. We're kind of working into that, the root chakra. Really working on those muscles that help us balance our hips. And let it be a meditation. So lean back and balance maybe for a moment, and then come up. You can move slowly. Balance back. Feel that area, kind of like you're almost massaging into that tailbone, that sacrum. Face is nice and relaxed. Leaning back, taking your time. Good, we're doing great. Feel that in the arms as well. We're kind of really strengthening those arms. Keep them up. Breathe deeply. So practicing inhaling through the nose as you roll back. Balance. Exhale as you come up. Eyes are rolled up with the third eye point. Taking your time, and if you need more time as you come up and staying straight, you can do that. Practicing balancing. See if maybe you can go back a little further now without tipping over. We're going to go about another minute and a half. You're doing great. You're almost there. I know it's difficult. Maybe it's very difficult, particularly for the arms. Beautiful. Moving very slowly, mindfully in these last 11 seconds. See if you can move a little slower. Just to practice that balance. And now take a deep breath in and come up. Have the breath. Find it straight. Exhale and relax. Good. Excellent. All right. We're going to take our hands on top of our head, interlace the fingers. We're going to bring them on top of the head, and we're going to twist to the left. Inhale left, exhale right, back to center. Then you're going to bend to the left, come up, bend to the right, come up. So we'll go inhale left, exhale right, back to center. Inhale left, exhale right, back to center. So let me know in the chat if there's any questions. But if I don't see any, then I'll know you guys are good. So, or you can unmic yourself. Okay, let's go ahead and begin. You know, and then especially when you're kind of bending to the side, so you'll go left, up, right, up, and then turning again. I hope that makes sense. So I think you guys got it. If not, let me know in the comments, and we are on the clock. And go ahead and start. twist left, twist right, bend left, bend right, twist left, twist right, bend left, bend right, twist left, right, bend, bend. So as far as the breath, keep going, but what we can actually coordinate it as is inhale left, come back to exhale. So inhale left, come back to center. Inhale right, come back to center and exhale. Good. So every time you come back to center, you can exhale. Good. So we're coordinating. Every time you're bending, go ahead and inhale. As you come back to center, exhale. We're going to go another 4 minutes. Keep practicing. Bend left, come up. Bend right, come up. Twist left, back to center. Twist right, back to center. Breathe a little deeper, coordinating with the breath. We have just over a minute and a half to go. Good. One more minute. You're doing great. And take a deep breath in, come center, no matter where you are. Keep the hands on the top of the head. Hold the breath. Exhale, release, and rest. Beautiful, that was 7 minutes. Amazing. All right. So we're going to come sitting back up. All right, beautiful. How are you guys doing? It's good. Awesome. Good work. Excellent, you guys. We're going to take our palms facing down. Arms are straight out. And we're going to begin to make like a seesaw. Like maybe when you were a child, you went on a seesaw. Again, no particular breath. Just this is going to be about coordinating the movement. So once you feel you've got this down, going up and literally up and down, we're going to start to coordinate turning side to side. So you're going to go right and left and also bring the arms still like a seesaw. Moving slowly to get the movement down. So you're doing the seesaw, but you're also turning right and left. This is going to be for 2 minutes. We're going to close our eyes. Go ahead and begin. And most important thing is just to get our coordination down with this. So take it at a pace that works for you. We want to move very deliberately with this movement. Side to side and up and down. Palms are facing down. Feel the twist in your back. We have just over a minute to go. As long as you're moving right to left and the arms are doing a seesaw, you've got it. You just practice. Feel it in the upper back, your hips a little bit, even though we're not moving the hips, kind of the lower back. And let's come back to center. Palms are facing down, arms are straight out. Hold the breath. Exhale and release and rest. All right. We have about 3 more exercises, and then we're going to lie down in Shavasana. So we're getting there. And we're going to chant in this next exercise. We're going to chant the mantra, Had Hare. So H-A-R, Had, and we'll take the tip of our tongue, press it against the roof of our mouth, and then Hare. So again, it's spelled H-A-R-A-Y, and this is representing the creative aspect of infinity, Had Hare. So simply we're going to take our left arm across our chest and the right arm on top. And we're going to hold ourselves. You can rest your hands on your shoulders. Right forearm is on top of the left. Elbows are bent. We're going to close our eyes and very specifically, very strongly focus on the third eye point between the eyebrows. Really roll those eyes upward, and we'll chant out loud using our navel. So this is reminding us that we're ever creating. We're always creating in our lives, and other people are creating as well. We create by our choices that we make, and that we're creative beings. So here we go together. Had Hare, 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 Had Hare. Use the navel. Had Hare, Had Hare, Had Hare, Had Hare, Had Hare, Had Hare. You want to make that navel point move. Had Hare, 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 Had Hud, Hare, 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 Hud, Hare. Hare, Hud, 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 Hare, and inhale deeply. Exhale and release. We're going to come into child's pose now. So we'll come sitting on our heels, forehead to the ground, arms resting along our sides on the floor. If you can, place your forehead to the floor. You can separate your knees a little bit. If this is difficult, which it can be for a lot of us, you can place a pillow underneath your forehead if you have it. Whatever modification you need to be comfortable, and just rest. Eyes are closed. Breathing deeply. Staying just in silence with yourself. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. We're going to come up one vertebrae at a time, slowly. Coming up all the way, and then we're going to come standing but on our shins. And we're going to take our arms Good. So I hope you're in Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Begin to rub your hands together. Rub the soles of your feet together. And stretching the arms up above your head, your feet out long. Bend your right knee into your chest. Keep your left leg straight. Take your bent right knee with your left hand. Guide over to the left side. Look towards the right. Extend your right arm out onto the floor and hold. Slowly come back to center. Change sides. Bring the right leg straight. Take the bend your left knee into the chest. Take your bent left knee over to the right side. Look towards the left. Extend the left arm out and hold. Slowly come back to center. Hug both knees into your chest and begin to rock from left to right. And then rock from the base of the spine to the top. And come sitting up into easy pose. I'm so sorry about that. I don't know why it crashed. How long did you guys get for Shavasana? Short? Like this much? Okay. We have actually a couple minutes, so even though I just brought you back up, let's have you lie down just a little bit, and I'm going to play a recording of the gong, and then we'll end with the long time sun. Or, yeah, you can just rest. So go back into Shavasana. And take a deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And begin to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Begin to make small circles with your wrists and small circles with your ankles. Rub your hands together. Rub the soles of your feet together. Bring your arms up above your head, your feet out long. And stretch from the tips of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Bring your knees into your chest. And begin to rock from left to right. And then begin to rock from the base of the spine to the top. And come sitting up into easy pose. I can definitely post that on YouTube for you. I'll do a redo. I'm really grateful you guys came and joined me this afternoon. So that was for the nervous system. I hope you feel very relaxed, hopefully, and that you later on you sleep really well. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I'll send you guys a text once I redo that, so that way you can try it again. So we're going to end now with the long time sun. So we'll rub our hands together. We'll do it a cappella, pressing the palms together, thumbs into the sternum, sitting tall. First round we'll sing to bless ourselves, second round each other, and then the third round for the planet. So, and then we'll end with a long Sat Nam. So take a deep breath in. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on, guide your way on, guide your way on. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. All right. Thank you so much. It's quite possible that Christine will post this on YouTube, and if that's the case, then I may not do a redo, but I'll keep you guys posted, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you so much, and yeah, so have a beautiful rest of your day. Stay well and stay safe. Bye, you guys. Thank you.